Hello Collective, this is Tan from Artemis Oracle doing your energy check-in. But I wanted to start off with these two cards that came out as I was shuffling the energy oracle deck that I barely use on my channel. But the two cards that flipped out together was Broken Heart and Appreciation. And as I was looking at the cards, I was thinking about like, what can you appreciate about heartbreak? And I feel like what it is once you've experienced heartbreak, it changes you, and it can change you for the better. Because you don't stay the same person. You're different. You know, your experience shapes how you move forward, especially with relationships, and also with how you maintain boundaries for yourself, right? But I feel like in order to appreciate any heartbreak that you may experience, which is difficult because you have to go through the healing process, but you know, when your heart is mended, your heart is not the same, you're not the same, you're forever changed by whatever caused your heart to break, you know. But the lesson and the blessing that comes with the experience is what needs to be appreciated, you know, because it, like I mentioned, it changes you. But you get to decide if it changes you for the better or for the worse. Do you become bitter or do you become better? You know, you see here with the appreciation card, there's a lot of like flowers. There's this. She's holding a rose, like she bloomed, you know, and it's like you have a choice. You know, you could either give up hope or give into faith. And I really like that message because I know from personal experience where I felt like my heart's been broken and I've been disappointed and sad about it. It's like you always want to, I feel like, I don't know if it's anybody else, but I know I tend to internalize things. So I think about what I could have done differently. And sometimes it's not even anything I could have done differently. It's something that I was supposed to experience and the way it happened, you know, because yes, I could change who I was, but whoever I was dealing with, they get to choose if they wanted to change too. And so with that said, you know, I feel like with every experience that we have that's disappointing, and heartbreak doesn't necessarily have to be like the extreme, you know, like somebody broke your heart and shredded it to pieces and that. It could be to that extreme, or it could just be simply disappointment. But you can learn from that experience and you can allow it to improve you in some way, also allow you to change how you move forward and how you invest and how you give, how you love, how you share your time and your energy with others, but also with how you protect yourself, protect your heart, you know. And also it allows you to be more empathetic and more compassionate towards other people because you can understand what it feels like. And I think that that's a blessing in itself because today, the way the world is right now, there seems to be a short supply of empathy and a high supply of apathy. You know, it seems like people don't care, like people don't give a fuck anymore, you know. And I feel like those people who have experienced heartbreak, disappointment, sadness, have more compassion when they see the lesson and blessing in the experience itself. So I think I've harped on that message longer than I need to. So I'm going to timestamp this. So let's see what else comes out with the oracle cards. I hope you're all doing well. This reading is timeless, so it's meant for whenever you happen to come across it. If you see like lights going on, no, I don't have any spirits with me. If this is your first time on my channel, I have like a hairline crack on my screen that's directly on the lens, so that's why it's creating this light show. I think it's beautiful too. I think that's why I continue filming despite that. Number 14 reduces down to a 5, but has to do change. Okay. Oh, and it's funny that I clicked. I went to open the book and I landed on page for the attachment card, which is number 5. you know. So you can have a healthy attachment, and this is a caring connection where you may feel some sort of attachment to someone, but depending on the type of attachment you're having, it could be a healthy one or an unhealthy one. So let me put these cards down. It's very windy today, very windy. Caring connections, what was it, 14, and it came out in the upright. It's sticking up in the upright. So it says friendship, partnership of two, possible love. This card shows a couple in tender embrace, with the woman holding the blossoms of new love. Like the community card, this reveals a caring connection, but usually between two people only. This card upright signals the beginning of or deepening of a kindred spirit friendship, or even the appearance of new love. Oh, 555, I was saying that, wow. It can also signify a formal business partnership. When this card appears, be on the lookout for new connections presenting themselves. The relationships you already share may become more intimate, purposeful, or present at this time. Notice the opportunities to forge new or deeper bonds. There may be a tender karmic connection at hand. Okay. And the affirmation for the card is, I open my heart and life to truly caring connections. The ideal friend and partner is coming to me now. Like that. Especially when we just talked about heartbreak and stuff. Alright, so let's go into the answer oracle to see what may be coming up whenever you come across this video. This is the card worth. Worth the wait. But I saw the threat card too right now. You know, sometimes people take risks, but they feel like it's worth the risk. You know? So maybe some of you may be encountering a connection where you feel like it may be more, it's risky, but I don't know, maybe you see the value in it. You see the value in it and you're willing to take a risk to connect to somebody, or for both of you to connect. But it could also be in a business sense too, you know, because when you're creating a business and you're working together, you know, there's the threat, and the threat is a very strong word, but you could say there's like the opportunity or instances where something may come and throw a wrench in things, you know. And I think whenever you're dealing with people outside of yourself, there is always that threat of having not being in agreement with each other, and then eventually not one. I just saw the risk card. Oh my god. So yeah, there's the risk of that. You know, you have to be, you know, you have to, that's why communication is very important, and it's important to, as changes happen within whatever connection, it can be a business connection or a love connection, it's important to really communicate with each other whenever you feel like there's something going on, or you're feeling something, you're feeling off, or you feel something is off, you know, just so that the person can either provide you with reassurance or confirm whatever it is that you're feeling. Like it could be just anxiety or worry that is unwarranted, or there could actually be something going on that the person needs to explain to you, express to you, so that there could be some resolution or a dissolution if it's some type of partnership. Like I said, it could be a relationship or a business partnership or collaboration, you know. Okay, that was like a side message because I saw those cards. Collectively tonight this time. Oh, card just flew. Okay, I'll pause and come back. Alright, so the card that fell is health, exercise, diet, sleep, and mental relaxation. Well, let's see what else we get. And the bottom we have comply. So some of you may be wanting to run, preparing for some type of marathon, a race, triathlon. For health. So windy today. Okay, card. Give up the previous plan, release old patterns, embrace change, clear the way for renewal. I feel like this is more mental than anything. I know this card like indicates travel with the luggage there, but maybe that's just baggage, mental baggage. You know, maybe there's some things from the past that you keep carrying as you're going into new cycles or new phases in your life, but you just they're carrying the same old shit, and then that baggage is what's it's like causing you to continue replaying or certain patterns that are impacting your mental health in some way. It can even be physical health. Maybe you have bad eating patterns, and maybe as far as say eating disorder, you know. But release old patterns, embrace change. You know, so it could be like you wanting to make better choices for your health, like your physical health, and wanting to start a new plan, a new. I think we're in the Virgo. The moon is in Virgo right now, and that's about. I kind of want to look that up. The moon is in Virgo, I believe, because we were just in the new moon in Leo, and that was on the 24th, and it's usually like 2 or 3 days. So right now we're probably in Virgo right now. Virgo is about perfection. It's about habits. It's about introspection, the hermit energy, you know, reflection, healing, you know. So maybe some of you are wanting to make some physical changes. Maybe you're having trouble sleeping, and it could be like maybe you're doing the same old shit, like same habits that aren't really conducive to you being healthy in any way. It could even be the mental, like maybe like past memories, beliefs, thought patterns, self-sabotage in some way. Maybe this is a time for you to like really give that up. Maybe some of you are experiencing abdominal pain. You may be having anxiety. You may be experiencing anxiety at this time. I looked at the bottom of the deck and I have jealousy, possessiveness, competitiveness, dependence, and paranoia. So I definitely think it's a mental thing. I feel like some of you are maybe some of you are trying to overcome this within you. Maybe you're having a better understanding that there needs to be a change with it, but it's really good. It's gonna require discipline on your part, you know. What else? Card, defend, protect, guarantee. If there are any external factors that are causing you to be in this unhealthy space, I think this is asking for you to put yourself in guard, you know, protect yourself from certain energies that may be enabling negative behavior, harmful behavior, or harmful thoughts, negative thoughts. You may need to put your guard up. I'm thinking 7 of Wands. It's like protecting yourself from things that you know aren't good for you. It could be even people who, like I mentioned, like they enable certain behaviors, enable certain habits that you know aren't good for you that you want to change. So you may be wanting to take some space and away from them. And I mentioned hermit mode in Virgo. I think this has to do with you maintaining loyalty to yourself and keeping a promise to yourself, you know, to take care of yourself, take better care of yourself, you know. Maybe you haven't done that before, maybe you've tried many times before, but it's been difficult. Also the anniversary card, so maybe some of you have already made some changes and you may be celebrating an anniversary. I know when people are sober or in recovery, they celebrate their sobriety. So maybe some of you may be reaching that point, maybe in Virgo season, maybe you're reaching your first year anniversary. sobriety. And into my mind. Okay, let's try this one, do something else. Oh man, I left the wrong cards at home. I was like, oh, just in case left them, I wanted like message cards. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video just to see the audio, and I'll be right back. I took a little eating break, so I'm going into the Libra Tarot. It's for some advice. If any of this reading resonates, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate your support. And I appreciate you coming into the video and giving me a chance, so allowing me to read for you. I've actually had one reading on Etsy, and I enjoyed it. It was different experience. Connecting with someone I never met before, them letting me know, well, trusting me, for them trusting me. So let's see what advice we get for you. Okay, we have resilience. Challenges may have left you feeling worried, but your strength is unwavering. This is the final push before reaching your goal. You stay determined and trust in your ability to overcome. Victory is closer than you think. So this is the 9 of Wands energy. So this is the 9 of Wands card. So it's about you, you know, like you're at the, like I mentioned earlier, about some of you maybe reaching 1 year anniversary or an anniversary during Virgo season. So, you know, Virgo season is in August, late August. So just persevere. You know, you're very close to the finish line, and once you reach it, you're going to be so proud of yourself. And if that resonates with you at all, if you're in recovery or you've been doing something, like you've been disciplined and taking care of yourself, and you're reaching that 1 year, you should be proud of yourself for, you know, maintaining that guard, protecting yourself, staying away from things that may try to get you off track, and maintaining relationships that are healthy, that are caring, that support you in your endeavors, with whether it's with your health, it's with career, your finances, or even love itself. You know, you're in a healthy partnership. So maybe some of you, you know, you may have experienced some challenges if you were in a relationship with somebody, but you and them are maybe reaching that anniversary. And it's like, wow, we went through this, and it doesn't have to be a 1 year anniversary, it could just be any anniversary. And you're like, wow, we went through so much together, and look, we stayed together. Because, you know, I was shuffling the cards, and the bottom was the unity or union card, and that's the 2 of Cups. I wish I showed that to you. I should have showed that to you, but I didn't show it. Let's see what else. What other advice we have? What other advice we have for the collective? I like these tarot cards because I like the imagery, as well as, you know, like if you know tarot, you're able to, it doesn't say 2 of Cups or 3 of Cups, it doesn't say anything like that, but if you know what the cards mean in traditional tarot, then you're able to discern what these cards are. And when I say traditional tarot, I'm talking about Rider Waite. Oh God, that card flew. Legacy. This is the 10 of Pentacles. So maybe some of you are reaching an anniversary when it comes to work. It could be a work anniversary, or maybe you're reaching some type of It could be, I'm mentioning anniversary because I was just talking about it, but it could also be that some of you are working on something and finally you're going to be seeing the results come in. So maintain your stance, keep doing what you're doing, keep pushing forward. Don't allow anything to get in your way or to interfere. Just keep moving forward. Stay focused and on the goal. Stay on track. Just stay on track. Anything else? Didn't I say something about focus? Dedicated? See? This is what I was talking about. See, it says mastery. Let me read the legacy card and then I'll read mastery. A time of abundance and fulfillment has arrived. Celebrate the stability and connections you've built. This is the foundation of your lasting legacy, bringing joy to future generations. So maybe you're working on something that is going to be long-lasting. It could be financial abundance. It could even be an inheritance or something, or investment, something coming forward that is going to last you a long time because of your time and effort, the focus, dedication that you put towards something with the mastery card. So with the 9 of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles coming out, this is indicating that you need to stay on track. The advice is to stay on track, stay dedicated, stay focused on whatever it is that you're trying to push forward, push through, because you're almost at that point where you're going to be reaping the rewards of that. And it could be anything. It could be financial, it could be material, it could be with your health. Yeah, don't allow anxiety to knock you off course. 555. This is the second recording, so that's why I say 555. Yeah, worry and fear may feel overwhelming, keeping you up at night. Acknowledge your emotions, but don't let them consume you. Clarity will come through patience and self-compassion. So if some of you are worried, stressed, and feel like giving up, do not. Keep going. Stay focused. Stay dedicated. Stay on track. Stay the course. Persevere. That's the advice. Okay, so I'm going to end the reading there. I hope it was helpful in some way. If it was, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm wishing you a wonderful day ahead. Bye.